Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and today I want to talk about what stock would I be looking at if I were to receive $600 in the near future. Hypothetical situation, as I'm sure no one here could relate to. And that stock is going to be Salesforce, or ticker symbol CRM. The $600 that I am alluding to is in reference to the stimulus check that is expected to all United States citizens who are receiving at least a income of under $75,000 annually per the 2019 income. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, is with this new stimulus bill that is now held in, or that is now viable, is what are we going to be doing with CRM stock, with Salesforce, and what is some of the catalysts that could lead to additional growth. So first and foremost, just a little bit about the company. Salesforce handles all of the customer resource management, thus the ticker symbol CRM, for a variety of companies across the United States. Just to provide a little bit of history for the price movements, the huge increase that we actually saw in the August into September time period is when they were added to the Dow Jones Industrial Index. As you can see, this company is continuing to perform very well, and they have had awesome earnings reports. Now, the decline that we actually saw at the early part of December really came from the fact that they are purchasing Slack, ticker symbol WORK, for what was a perceived premium. Again, Slack is the messaging software that a lot of companies use for internal messaging and is seen as a direct competitor to Microsoft Teams. So, interesting to see kind of the expectations for that going forward and what are people expecting. I am very bullish on CRM, on Salesforce, and I think that this is something that the broader community is going to kind of follow into. If we look at some of the analyst reports, you can see that for the most part, it's a relatively bullish sentiment. You can see as high as 320, and the downside, at least from the analyst report, is only 217, which we're really not that far off of at this point in time. If I just scroll down here, you can see that we've got a variety of reports, although some of these are strictly based off of how the stock is moving, where you can see some of these other, the CFRA, the Forward Equity Research, as well as the Street Ratings. All three of these are more positive because they're looking at more than just how the stock is moving. So this is short-term versus long-term. And I am very long on Salesforce because their CEO, Marc Benioff, is incredible. I have a lot of respect for him. He is a disciple of Larry Ellison, who was the CEO of Oracle, and there is not a single acquisition that Salesforce has done that has not turned profitable, and I believe he can do the same thing with what they are going to do with Slack. So if we just kind of look at some of the fundamentals behind this company, when we talk about are they capable of making some of these purchases, as you can see just from a cash perspective, they are more than capable of investing some of the cash on hand into a company, even if some of that is at a premium, especially if they can continue to grow. And what do I mean by grow? Let me show you some of the revenue numbers. You're looking at it quarterly here, that it's continuing to go up. I want to look at it annually. This is a company that's grown revenue on average 30% over the past 7 years. Now, let me repeat that just because I think it's important to note. 30% annually for 7 years in this space. And that has not slowed down since they've gotten larger. This is a company that successfully purchased, at the time, one of the largest companies in the United States on the software side, Tableau, for $8 billion and instantly turned it profitable. So I am a huge fan of Salesforce, and I think that if we see some of this continue in terms of the revenue, that we're going to continue to see that profitability continue, as well as continue to see some of that growth. So right now, when we're looking at the overall charts, I see a huge opportunity. Right now, we are off those September, October highs, and I think that this is a good time to continuously buy into CRM, because this is a company that I anticipate is going to be over $300, is going to be over $400. They are very acquisitive, so if they start to have some of that pushback on what they're capable of doing, I anticipate that they are going to be able to withstand that and either buy their way out or innovate. So they are a very innovative company, And at the end of the day, this is a software that I personally use on a daily basis. And because of that usage, I'm still a fan. I recognize the product as invaluable. And I think that this is going to be an opportunity going forward. So if you have the capability to invest, while this is not a recommendation because I am not a financial advisor, this is a company that I am going to be investing in. So check them out. This is not a short-term play. This is not a short-term flip. This is something that I am looking at investing long-term. So let me know in the comments below if you have any thoughts or opinions on Salesforce, or if there's some other stocks that I need to be checking out. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and if you found this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Talk to you later.